What's up, fish fam? I'm Dan from Michigan Aquatics, and today this is a take 2. I started filming this video and it got too long. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for 90 subscribers. It means a lot to me. Or I shouldn't say 90 subscribers, I should say 90 friends, because you all are my fish fam. You're my friends. You're all here because part of the fish fam, you know, fish mob with Aquafunk, you know. You all know how it is. But this video here is going to be centered around how to keep your tank clean and looking good. First of all, I need to give some shout outs to my 80th and 90th subscriber, because if you don't know, every time I go up 10, I give shout outs. So I'll put the first one right here and the second one right here. Okay, or I'll put them both aligned with each other, and they'll still be up right now. I'll keep them going for a while. And then I have one more, and it's someone who's been with me since like 25 subscribers. Pretty darn crazy. Fish Keeping 101. Go show him some support. He has been constantly telling me, because I've been blowing up lately, he's been saying, Daniel, when you end up blowing up significantly, do not forget me. So he's been saying, don't forget me, don't forget me, for all of this month, and I've been telling him I'm not, and I just feel that he deserves the love too, you know. We're all here helping out starting YouTubers, so go check him out. Fish Keeping 101. His picture is a baby arowana, which he actually had issues with, you know. He had it in a 55-gallon, and he was going to move it to a 120, which he never ended up getting, and the arowana died, and so did one of his Oscars, but everything else is fine. But he is getting a 120, and he bought a flower horn for that. Very pretty little flower horn. So make sure to check out his video. What are you doing? I love this catfish. Look at you. You're a very confusing catfish. Very weird. But on to the point of today's video. Today we're going to be talking about filtration and cleaning for this big old tank. So I have my lineup of products up here, including the mighty Kentucky Fried Chicken hat. You guys like that? Yeah, man. That should have been my Halloween costume. I didn't do Halloween this year, but that I should have just worn that, went out, and asked for ramen noodles or something as a meme. Who knows? I should have done that. I will next year. But first off, obviously, if you're gonna keep a tank clean, you're gonna need a filter. So what brand do I recommend? I've tried 2 of the main top brands. I've done Tetra and I've done Millennial, okay? Or Millennium, not Millennial. That's phone people. Millennium, I've done them too. Millennium was okay. Tetra was a little bit better. But the Millennium was more expensive and Tetra was cheaper. The one I have now has done the best, and I think it's mainly because it's made for a larger tank. I love going overkill on it. But it's also an older one. It's like a 30-year-old filter. Never used, brand new out of the box. Probably can't find these anymore. It's the Aqua Clear 500 100-gallon. Okay, I did an unboxing for this a long time ago. I will try to put a link in the description down below. I still haven't figured that out. I don't know why. If anyone has any tips to show me how to do that, you guys, I'd be putting links all over the place. But for some reason, I've got 90 subscribers and I still haven't figured out how to put links in descriptions. But anyway, if you were to find this filter, it comes with a power head. Most won't. Now, what is a power head? A power head is like the older version of Wavemaker, and it's much better. The older power heads, at least, they last longer, they work better. Like, you can see how small this guy is, but he's for a 100-gallon tank, because it came with that filter. Now, what does a power head do? Okay, power head is attached to this tube right here that goes all the way down under the gravel, and then there's a little, like a board down there. And it's like white, and it has things in between it. That That's the under gravel filter down there. So what this does is it sucks in stuff from down there and pulls it. Well, this sucks in from down there and pushes water out there. But anything that's in the substrate, in the gravel, any food, any waste that's down there will get sucked into the gravel and down to the bottom and into the UG filter, under gravel filter, and it will stay there, and it keeps larger debris particles out of the tank. As well as the filter does. Actually, is it on the 100? Yeah, it's on the 100 setting, so. But, here's the thing I recommend for all people to have. I don't have much chemicals for my tank. I have 2 things that I call chemicals. Alright, obviously I have my ick medicine, Nox Ick. It's very cheap, but very effective, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't have treated him. Right here, Aku Clear by Apai. See if we can get a close-up. There it is. Clears cloudy aquarium water fast. And it does within like 2 hours, I think. If you have a 10-gallon, it'll do it in like 15 minutes. But a larger tank like this, it only comes in this small bottle for $4. And it goes really quickly. Usually people do water changes every week, every 2 weeks. I prefer to do one every 2 to 3 weeks. So I usually will use this every time I do a water change. And I've had 2 so far this year with this tank. And the 2 I got were like in a month span of each other. Now, it's like 110 drops for a 55-gallon. I always thought it was 60, but apparently it's like 110. According to one of my subscribers, Fish Keeping 101, he's smart. I tried to snap my fingers, but I can't, so. Oh yeah, also, go check out the G-Fam. Go see him, he's really cool. Helped me gain a lot of them subscribers. But, let's take a look at Cody for a second. Hey, Cody. I'm wasting time by looking at Cody, but I love him so much. Anyway, what does Aku Clear do? Basically, when you dump this stuff in the water, it makes debris particles that can usually pass through your filter without getting picked up. It makes them larger, so they can be picked up, in return, making your water clear of debris. They're cleaning it up. It's basically cleaning your tank water. It's 2 drops per gallon, so if anyone thinks that Fish Keeping 101 is incorrect, I don't know if it was 110 or not. You know, I just seen his comment saying that it was more than what I put in there, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just go like this. Shh. All right, done. Put it down. So that's how that went. That's really all I've ever used. It's not very clear right now because I haven't had Aku Clear. That stuff literally does a number on your tanks. When I did my ick treatment, I hate doing ick treatments. I know a lot of people love them because it's a lifesaver for fish with ick, but I hate them because your water quality gets so terrible with the chemicals in the water, which in return gave this guy fin rot, gave this guy fin rot, and her hole in head. So, sucks. Doesn't help the fact that when I took this out, the filtration out, a huge cloud of debris went in there. You may think, oh, that took like all day to clear up. No, with this filter, it took an hour, and everything was cleared up. It was perfect, beautiful, crystal clear. It's not anymore. I don't know why. I will feed them, though, because they seem pretty darn hungry. Now, feeding is usually what I have a problem with. Every other day I feed them frozen foods because that's the only thing he eats and the only thing she eats, which is why I want to try and find some Vibrabites by Hikari. I have Hikari Cyclic Gold right here, but the Vibrabites are said to make really picky fish that only eat live and frozen, eat dry pellets. He's never eaten pellets. She did at the beginning, but she doesn't anymore. This guy will eat anything. These 3 will eat anything. But when you're feeding, if you have this amount of fish, if it's just the convicts and such, feed them frozen every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks, possibly once every week. And then, other than that, pellets. But if you have this like I do, feed them every other day, pellets. I mean, not every other day pellets. Every other day, give your larger predatory fish, peacock bass, jaguar, cichlid, make sure you get that meat in their diet, and give them frozen foods. They prefer frozen brine shrimp. That's their favorite. I usually give them a mix of everything. Frank, it took him a while to warm up to bloodworms, but he finally did. And he's eating them, so I think he should have no problem eating the Vibra Bites. But the thing is, he is a peacock bass. It basically means predatory instinct has to be created for him. This weird fish. Look at the catfish and the jag. The jag just don't even know what to do with the catfish. Correct amount of feeding plays a big role. I usually feed the 10-stripe gang and Dave the Dragon's Blood every day, pellets and flakes, and then every other day I feed them the other things. Basically, I feed the little guys every day to make them grow faster, because this Dragon's Blood is quite small, and eventually, if he doesn't start growing, the jag will kill him, and so will the peacock. The peacock will just probably eat him, so he needs to get growing. So I'm just gonna feed him. Stop it! Stop! Why? Leave my headphones alone! Why? Come on! What do you have to say for yourself, Cody? Yeah, all bite, no talk. That's all for today's video. I meant to make it even shorter than it is right now. I'm sorry. I just can't explain everything in short videos. I'm trying. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and thanks for the 90 subs. Go hit up them people that I gave shout outs to. It'll mean a lot to me and them. You'll be helping out members of the Fish Fam here on YouTube, as well as I'm going to be getting rid of everything except for the plants in this tank. The plants and the shrimp are staying. I'm going to get new plants, and I'm going to get new fish. I'm getting cardinal tetras, like 2 of them, and I'm definitely getting a dwarf longfin pleco, and the pleco, that won't be his forever home. That'll just be as he's a baby. And then some cherry shrimp. I'm going to get some Vallisneria spiralis, or however you say it. I think I said it right that time. Nailed it. But this tank is gross. If you have any recommendations on plants, rocks, fish, or crustaceans, something, any recommendations on what you would like to see in here, give them to me, because these guys have some issues, and they need to get the boot out of the tank. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Fish on.